An unknown disease claims over 140 lives in Central Africa. Israel threatens deeper strikes into Lebanon as Middle East ceasefires are strained. Europe faces escalating violence in the ongoing war. South Korea declares and then cancels martial law amid unrest. Welcome to Preppers News from Preppers Paradigm. Today is December 5th, 2024, and we're bringing you the latest updates on global developments that preppers need to know. These events could have far-reaching consequences for energy, health, security, and supply chains. Let's break them down. As always, I use a computer-generated voice due to an injury that affects my ability to speak clearly. But rest assured, the information is real and thoroughly researched. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, a mysterious illness has claimed the lives of 143 people in the country's southwest region. Symptoms reported include fever, diarrhea, and nosebleeds, but the cause remains unidentified. Health authorities are investigating, but with limited resources and the remote location of the outbreak, progress has been slow. The World Health Organization has been notified, raising concerns about the potential for international implications. Past outbreaks in the region, such as Ebola and Marburg virus, have highlighted how quickly diseases can spread if containment measures fail. The lack of a clear diagnosis at this stage increases the urgency of the situation. If the disease continues to spread unchecked, it could prompt a larger-scale international response. Neighboring countries may implement travel restrictions, and global health organizations could step in with additional support. However, the absence of a diagnosis complicates efforts to predict its trajectory. Diseases like this, particularly those in under-resourced areas, pose a risk of crossing borders before effective containment measures are in place. Preppers should remain aware of developments as the situation unfolds, especially if the illness is confirmed to be easily transmissible between humans. Tensions in the Middle East remain high as Israel has issued warnings about escalating its military actions in Lebanon. The fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah is under strain, with both sides accusing each other of violations. Israeli officials have threatened to push deeper into Lebanese territory if these alleged infractions persist. Meanwhile, Gaza remains a flashpoint, with ongoing instability contributing to the broader regional conflict. Efforts by international mediators to stabilize the situation have yielded limited results, leaving the possibility of further escalations looming over the region. If Israel follows through on its threats to expand military operations in Lebanon, it could ignite a broader conflict involving neighboring countries. This escalation might lead to increased displacement of civilians, further strain on humanitarian resources, and disruptions to energy markets due to the region's strategic importance in global oil supply. For preppers, the situation highlights the interconnected nature of global events. While the conflict may seem geographically distant to many, its ripple effects, such as fluctuating fuel prices or supply chain delays, could reach much farther. The war in Europe continues to intensify as Ukraine faces unrelenting pressure from Russian forces. Recent reports highlight a surge in missile strikes targeting critical infrastructure across Ukrainian cities, leaving millions without reliable power, heat, or water as winter sets in. These attacks are seen as part of a broader strategy to erode civilian morale and cripple the country's resilience. On the international stage, NATO countries remain steadfast in their support for Ukraine, with additional military aid packages and sanctions against Russia being announced. However, concerns are growing over the conflict's impact on Europe's energy supplies and the potential for escalation if NATO is drawn more directly into the fighting. The conflict shows no signs of resolution, with both sides digging in for a prolonged war of attrition. Ukraine's ability to withstand Russia's onslaught will depend heavily on continued Western support, but the strain on European economies and energy supplies could lead to political fractures within NATO. If the conflict escalates, the risks of broader involvement, including cyber attacks or expanded military operations, could increase. For preppers, the war's ripple effects are already being felt globally, particularly in energy prices and supply chain disruptions. Monitoring this conflict is essential for understanding how it might impact broader geopolitical stability and preparedness needs in the months ahead. On December 3, 2024, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law, citing a threat from pro-North Korean anti-state forces. The decree imposed severe restrictions, including a ban on political activities, strikes, and public demonstrations, as well as tighter controls on the media. This move immediately triggered widespread protests and condemnation from opposition lawmakers, who convened an emergency parliamentary session. In a dramatic turn of events, South Korea's parliament voted 190-0 to nullify the martial law order. Hours later, President Yoon announced that martial law was lifted, marking one of the shortest declarations in modern history. The swift reversal has sparked questions about the stability of South Korea's political landscape and its readiness to handle internal and external crises. Although the immediate crisis has been resolved, the declaration of martial law underscores heightened tensions on the Korean peninsula. Increased unrest could strain relations with neighboring North Korea, particularly if accusations of external interference persist. Additionally, political divisions within South Korea may weaken its ability to respond to broader regional threats. For preppers, this situation highlights the potential for sudden government actions during times of perceived unrest. While the martial law order was quickly overturned, it serves as a reminder of how quickly civil liberties can be restricted and how instability in one region can ripple outward. This week's news highlights the unpredictable and interconnected nature of global events. From the unknown disease in the Democratic Republic of Congo and escalating conflicts in the Middle East and Europe to the dramatic declaration and reversal of martial law in South Korea, these developments serve as a stark reminder of the need to stay informed. Each of these situations has the potential to impact preppers in different ways, whether through disruptions to energy supplies, heightened geopolitical tensions, or emerging health threats. Understanding how these scenarios might develop is key to anticipating challenges and remaining adaptable. As always, staying aware of global events ensures you're better prepared for whatever comes next. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What concerns you most this week, and how do you think these stories will evolve? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weekly updates. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.